Hi, Sharon Brennan here, Cottage Lane Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I wanted to share with you this cute little scissors charm that I'm making for my customers as a thank you for Christmas. And it's with a retired set called Custom Tees, and that's a stamp set, and the retired stamp or dies are t-shirt builder. Anyway, I wanted to show you how to make these and include a couple tips along the way too. So I'm going to get started here. Just a second. We're going to start out with some shrinky dink paper, and I actually bought the bright white so that your what I do with it, your little charm is white. I mean, you can also get the clear and maybe color the backs, but I thought this would give a sharper image. So anyway, I bought this off of Amazon, and it's fairly inexpensive, and I used one sheet, and I'm going to take out another sheet. Part of it I messed up, so I'm going to show you that too, but I'm just going to take out one sheet here, and they're 8.5 by 11, and what I did was I couldn't do it with my paper trimmer, but I cut it in half, so it's about 2 1/4 inches wide. So, and then when you stamp them, you're going to want to use, if you have this still in your stash, the archival black ink, or you can use the StazOn. I prefer to use this. I have better luck with it. And I tried stamping it by hand. As you can see, it's kind of a mess, and I wasted half a sheet of paper because this is very slippery, and your stamp will slide all over the place, as you can see here. So here's my little technique that I developed to ease some of the stress for making these. It's not really stressful, but just to give you so you get a cleaner image. And I'm using my Stamparatus, and you know, you guys, if you watch any of my videos, you know how I love my Stamparatus. So what I did was I wanted to test it out first, just on the scratch paper here, and of course this is about 2 inches wide, so I set it over here and put this down so that it was right towards the right edge. My stamp, and then I lined up the sentiment too, Happy Stamper, so that's going to go right in the t-shirt. So this goes here, and I'm going to put this stamp here, or magnet here, and this one here. Flip this around, and I did this ahead of time with some other ones that I'm going to show you in a minute. So I inked up the image here, and then I'm just going to go over here and press down, and this is where the Stamparatus comes in handy because it's not sliding, and lift it up, and then you're going to take this out, and this is why I recommend the Stamparatus. You can slide it down one. This is the top notch here. So I'm going down 2 notches, and I'm going to re-ink again and stamp, and then I'm going to go down another 2 notches, 1, 2, re-ink again, and stamp. Now I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to do my sentiment in the middle. Now this is the stamp set. It's Custom Tee, and there's another coordinating set too that's retired. It's called Designer Tee, but I'm using this image here, and you could do something like this for guys too, I guess, maybe with golf clubs or something. I don't know how into scissor charms or charms guys are, or for their phones or whatever. Guys really aren't into that. But anyway, this is the one I'm using, and I'm using the Happy Stamper sentiment. So now I'm going to ink that up and stamp it and lift it up And see, what's nice about the Stamperetta is if you don't get a good image, you can re-ink and re-stamp. And I forgot to put my, it's nice to have a little stamp, or your stamp case fits under there perfect for pressure for inking up your stamp. And I'm going down another 2, ink it up. And then take this, and how did I do that? Because I went and did the same thing, and I just move this over. Whoop! Magnets are getting a little, and my magnets keep getting attracted to each other. Anyway, I'm going to line this up, and this is why it's good. You can kind of see the, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me zoom in. Oops. If you can see here, this image that I stamped before, I'm lining it up with the paper. So just need to get my magnet down here, and you don't want to touch these right away because they will smear. And so what I did was I actually stamped these this morning, and then I left them sit, and you don't have to let them sit all day. I just had errands and things to run. So I just let them sit until they were dry, and then you can cut them out. So here we're going another shirt there. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I may have a few of these for sale in my Etsy shop. That's Cottage Lane Stamper in the Etsy shop. So if you don't have the set, whoop, one more down. Check my store because I may have some extras in there for sale as well. So now we're going to flip this around and do our sentiment. And see how quickly this goes with the Stamperettas. I mean, it's wonderful. Down 2. So if you're making a bunch of these for gifts for your team or whatever, or friends, you could have a different sentiment in there. In this set, there's also flowers. You could do 1 in a million. And there we are. So this was my little tip on how to do these quickly without getting them smeared. So I'm going to set that aside, and you won't waste any of the Shrinky-Dink sheets. So I'm going to close this up, and now we're going to actually do the Shrinky-Dink part. So I've cut some out ahead of time, and I've got like 6 of them, and I've already done one. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to punch a hole in the corner for the little charm, cell phone charm strap. So I'm going to punch a hole here, and I'm using my crocodile. These aren't available. You can buy them in Michael's and stuff like that, but Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry them anymore. And I'm going to punch with the biggest hole, a punch in the shoulder. Remember to make sure you punch them before you do the Shrinky-Dink or the heat gun part. Oh, that was another thing I was going to tell you. Don't hit this with your heat gun to dry it because it'll start shrinking. So anyway, I'm going to put that there, and then I just have a tray. You could use, I've seen people do it on paper. I would be nervous about that for catching fire, so I like to do something in metal when I do this. I actually hold it down with my scissors and get this punch thing out here. Here we go. Okay, that's done, and we're going to take a clear block right away and just press it down to make it sure it's flattened, and I'm going to hold it for a couple seconds. So, and it is hot, so be careful when you pick it up. And there it is. So, the little shrinky dink charm. So we'll do another one here. Oh, pinch myself. Get away from me. For the noise. There. That's how quick it goes. Really fast. And take a block and just press it down for a little bit. Keep it flat. And then watch out. These are hot. My tray is still hot. So, and there it is. Darling little charm. So I'm going to attach these, and then I attach some ribbon because I'm going to give them to different friends. I'm going to attach different colored ribbons that I have, and it's going to be on their little gift for Christmas anyway at our next class. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you, and if you have any questions, let me know. And I guess that's about it. Thanks for stopping in, and I hope you find this. I'd love to hear from you if you find this something that you've done. So take care, and may God bless you.